Good morning and welcome to another, I think this is part 11 of the tour of Sculpture by the Lakes. Today we're going to continue from where we left off before, which was just at the end of the silver birchwood, and look at a few of the sculptures. It's quite a lovely little area here, so we're not going to go very far today, and I look forward to showing you around. Last time we finished with this quotation piece, which is "Listen to silence, it has so much to say." Since then, I've installed another new sculpture into the lakes. In fact, I've installed two. This is one of them coming here, which is why there hasn't been a video for a few days. We've just been a little bit on the busy side. It's Butterfly. I'm just trying to zoom in on it a little bit. There we are. Really put there so you get beautiful reflections. And it's quite poignant doing this piece at the moment, because for me, butterflies are a sign of hope and beauty, especially true at this difficult time. The other new piece I put in is some swallows, which again just seem to just give a feeling of hope as they come back year after year, travelling hundreds of miles through difficult terrain. And then when they first arrive back at the beginning of the season, it's such an uplifting moment. From here, we're going to go and just have a look at the river keeper's hut. And there's Luna. Morning, Luna. And this is the river keeper's hut. It's one of the places we rent out during the day. In a beautiful location, just on the edge of the river. If my wife and I want a day off, we'll often just come down here for the day, get a picnic from the cafe, and just sit here and watch the river go by, read a book and snooze. It's also a lovely place to come in winter as well, because it's got a wood-burning stove. Keep you nice and warm. And little table, and from there you can just watch the world go by. And some a gate which I designed and made, I thought was quite appropriate for this location. There's a little path up here which leads back to the main causeway between the lakes. This is an area when we arrived, it was totally overgrown with brambles and impassable. And so we've cleared it all out and made a lovely little path through here. We also decided to join these two lakes together and dig out an opening and put a little bridge through there. There's a sculpture of a leaping salmon. This sculpture is actually on the same proportions as the record salmon caught by Miss Ballantyne. I think it was back in the 1920s. And I thought I'd do one, because we do have salmon that come up with the Froome, so it's rather nice. So occasionally see them, obviously. Nothing quite this size, which I think it was about 70 odd pounds, this one. And on the other side, we have the artist's pool, but we'll go back again, back towards the river keeper's hut and around that area. Again here, one of the log piles we have for wildlife. And then there's these two magnificent oak trees, which to me, they have an amazing sense of power. They're both quite different in character. This one's got much thicker branches, and this one much more delicate ones. Then underneath here, I've got a newish sculpture which I've only put in a few months ago, called Oberon. It's another of my big face sculptures which I love doing. This one is different from Leaf Spirit in that the main part of the face is cast, but then all these flame-shaped areas, they're all welded on. So I start with this main piece here and then just weld all these bits on, which are quite sharp and they often catch me out. I've got a nice big scratch on my head installing this one, blood running down the forehead. Lovely peaceful morning again with the birds singing. You could just stand and look at this all day. So peaceful. That's it for today's video, and come back again in the next day or so and there'll be another one which we keep going around the park and seeing more of the lovely places, and hopefully this weather will continue for a few more days as well. Thank you for joining me.